I'm Craig Kenneth, a relationship coach and a psychotherapist. Every relationship is different and every breakup is different. Work with me and you'll get professional help on your situation. And if you're in no contact, focused on personal growth, my workbook series, The Knowledge, will help you make changes like you've never made before. Available now at AskCraig.net. Hi there, I'm Coach Craig Kenneth.
I'm Coach Margaret.
And today we're going to be talking about, but she's hot.
Oh, whatever else she may be, she's hot.
She's hot, Margaret.
Okay.
She is hot. Before we get into this email, I wanted to let you guys know that if you want to ever get our help personally, you can do it on my website, AskCraig.net. I do email and Skype coaching, and Margaret does Skype coaching.
If you feel that I can be helpful, please sign up.
Just click on Margaret on the top of the website to get a coaching with her or a coaching with me. So, this was an interesting email coaching that I had, Margaret, that I wanted to share with you.
Okay.
He goes on to say, I have been seeing/dating a woman on and off for the last 2-ish years. It was a great sexual relationship. They're both in their mid-30s, and we most recently reconnected about 3 months ago. So reconnected. So
Yeah.
on and off.
On and off.
She's back again.
Yep.
And she's hot.
And she's
Margaret.
hot. Yeah.
He says, we went out on a date and it was amazing. We kissed and you could cut the sexual tension with a knife. However, the next morning, I receive a text saying she isn't ready to be in a relationship and wants to be friends and hang out. I agreed. So already I think he's setting himself up for disappointment.
Oh God, yes, already.
Because you're agreeing to friendship when that's clearly
Not
not your main attraction is to this woman.
Right.
Right? Over the last 3 months, the relationship has gotten progressively worse.
Of course.
She has become more and more distant, rude, flaky, lying, and canceling plans last minute. Now, the second I read that, I think, all right, who's the other guy? Right? But let's go on. All the classic signs of low interest and taking him for granted. All the classic signs of she's interested in somebody else at this point. This, of course, is my fault, and I have learned this over the last couple of weeks from your material on this subject. I agreed to the friendship thing. That was the first mistake, because that is not what I wanted.
Good.
Yeah,
Good for
that's
him.
good, because you know that you'd be really unhappy.
Yep.
That's clearly not why he's attracted to this woman.
Right.
Because she's hot.
It's because she's hot.
I made all the mistakes. I was coming across needy, insecure, clingy, etc. She was treating me like absolute crap, and I allowed it up until the last weekend. I have been studying every day and realized I was doing everything wrong, and I own it.
Good for you, buddy. Wait a minute, huh?
But let's wait a minute.
All right.
Because I think he's taking some responsibility here, which I
Yeah,
like.
Good for him.
But let's go on a little bit further. We were supposed to hang out last Saturday, but again, she canceled with some BS excuse. She tried rescheduling for the next day, and she gave time and plans, and that was it. At this point, I thought it was best to wait and see what she says. The next morning, at 6:30, I received a text from her. She said, I'm not coming this morning. I have the flu. Another lie/excuse. Well, it certainly sounds like an excuse to me, too. What I thought was funny is that I never agreed to those plans or confirmed. I guess she was probably pissed or insecure about my lack of response. Maybe she got anxious and jumped the gun.
Yeah.
But I suspected we're going to get a little bit deeper here. We are now at the present. No contact either direction. Question. Since I have gone no contact for a week and in the mindset of walking away from myself, should I keep going no contact at this point, or should I send her some kind of final message? Now, hang on. This is where we get all the real info.
Okay.
Facts. This is how he puts it. Facts. Number 1. She has major drug/alcohol problems.
Oh, dear.
Number 2. She lies all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3. She bounces from guy to guy.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4. She has a super high body count, aka sex partners.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5. She tends to use people, both romantic and so-called friends. I'm not just talking about me. Number 6. She has serious mental health problems. Number 7. But so hot.
Oh, you poor guy. What's he to do?
Oh, man, Margaret. Maybe we should put those glasses on him that make you look like you're blind. You know what I mean?
Right.
Where you can't see in front of your face.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what he needs here.
Well, he's trying to figure all this out, I think. Yeah. Well, she sounds like she's probably a very interesting character.
There's a little bit more.
Okay.
That we'll jump into. The facts are not meant to bag on her, but to paint the picture. I now know I made all the dating mistakes as stated above, and I own it. Should I just continue to cut my losses and move on to somebody who has mutual interest? Probably, right?
Yes.
But I wouldn't be writing this email if I didn't still have some feelings. We know what those feelings are.
Yes.
For her. But that could just be the learned beta traits.
Learned beta. What does
Learned
that
beta
mean?
traits.
What does that mean? Not alpha?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Years of learned stupid behavior with women, but no longer. I appreciate all that you do and teach. All right, Margaret. So obviously, this man is, his brain is being occupied
Yep.
in another part of his body.
Yes, it is. I've never heard of that before, have you?
Never.
Craig, I meant to ask you, is she hot?
Is she hot? I don't know. I don't think he mentioned if she was hot.
Okay. So he doesn't know whether he loves her or lusts after her or what.
Yeah.
But he wants to be with her. But she sounds quite disturbed.
You know, he's sitting here blaming it on his behavior, but
No.
yeah, this isn't about his behavior. I'm not saying that his behavior couldn't have turned her off.
Right.
But, I mean, the list of issues going on here tells me serious trauma.
Do we have any ages?
Mid-30s.
Mid-30s.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Margaret, major drug and alcohol problem, lies all the time, bounces from guy to guy, very promiscuous, uses people. I mean...
What were the mental health issues? Doesn't specify?
He doesn't say, but he says serious mental health problems. I mean, you're in your mid-30s.
Yeah.
You should be beyond this.
Well, yeah, and for some, it's probably true for men, but in a different way. But for some women, if they have a sexual abuse history, and if they're really promiscuous, that's often a clue that they do.
Yeah.
Don't usually start to deal with that stuff until the mid-30s.
Yeah.
Or even a little bit later. So, and she's probably exciting, right?
Yeah.
I could imagine she's probably quite vulnerable sometimes and exciting to be with. But certainly not partner material.
No, and that's the thing. That's my point, is that you're in your mid-30s. If you're looking for something meaningful and significant long-term, obviously you can't be with somebody who's like this. I mean, she's got very serious issues. And, you know, that's going to have a massive impact in her ability to be in a healthy, committed relationship.
Well, it already has.
Exactly.
I mean, she strings him along and she lies to him all the time. And, yeah.
I mean, if you're 22 years old and you're just hanging out and partying with this girl, it's very different than when you're, you know, getting to, you know, your mid-30s to late 30s or whatever, and you're looking for a meaningful, healthy relationship. This is not that.
No.
And you have to be able to identify the differences. Like, if you want to just hang out with her sometimes and have a good time and hook up here or there, that's your business. But don't confuse this woman for somebody that you're going to have a long-term relationship with.
Because it's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
Unless she got a massive amount of help and was very motivated.
Yeah, and you know, obviously if she's hurting and going through a lot, we would hope that she does get help for herself.
Yeah.
But the reality is that where she's at in her life is not in a place to be in a healthy relationship.
Or even an unhealthy relationship.
Yeah. So I think that if you pursue her, you're just going to wind up hurt and it's going to end badly.
Yep.
And, you know, I could see a big blowout fight where he loses emotional self-control and he's angry.
And she certainly could too, sounds like to me.
So
you don't want the police called.
Exactly. You know, you have to be able to identify who is healthy for a relationship if you're looking for that. And if they don't have those qualities and they're not mentally healthy enough or stable enough to do a commitment, then you have to know you got to walk away for your own mental health.
And we didn't hear any area of strength or functioning.
From her.
About her, right. About her. But unfortunately, there are many people with all kinds of issues who are very lovable. It happens. And we see it fairly often.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, you know, if you want to just hang out with her and see how it goes and try and have fun, that's one thing. Obviously, changing your behavior and not being insecure or over pursuing or, you know, coming on too strong could help you re-attract her. But long term, where is this really going to go for you? Right? I mean, at your age, it sounds like I get the vibe that he's looking for something meaningful.
I do too.
So,
and she may think she is, but her behavior doesn't say it.
Yeah, I mean, how are you going to build a relationship with somebody with lying and mistrust and using people and all these other things? And that's probably just the tip of the iceberg.
And those are survival tactics, which tells you she's had a rough time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hopefully she gets help for herself. But at this point, she's just not in any position to try and give you something long-term and meaningful. And at 35 years old, you kind of got to look at yourself and say, what am I doing here?
And he doesn't say that she's unhappy with her life in any way.
Yeah. But you personally have to know what you want and who is going to be able to meet those needs for you. Somebody like this is not in that place right now.
No.
Can you enjoy her in your life? Maybe if you lower your expectations.
Of her, yeah.
Then that's one thing. But if you're looking for something meaningful, I just don't think it's going to happen with her, at least anytime soon.
And no, he shouldn't communicate with her, right?
No.
No.
I know you want to talk, reach out and say, I'm sorry for coming on too strong or something like that. But no, I wouldn't do that.
No.
Because it's only going to kind of lead to more of a resolution where she's less likely to reach out.
And if he goes no contact and she reaches out to him?
That's up to you. If you want to pursue this, but I would, you know, be reasonable in where this is really going to go with her. Yeah. And have more reasonable expectations and not think that it's going to go somewhere meaningful just because of the way she looks. You know?
Or how connected you feel to her.
Yeah.
And obviously he does. Yeah.
Mental health is a huge component of long-term relationships. Okay? So, at this point, I would leave her alone. I personally would not continue dating her.
Right.
It's only going to likely keep you from meeting somebody else.
That's exactly right. That's what I was thinking too. Yeah.
Somebody else might come along and he might blow that person off because he's still interested in her. And it just makes you less available for somebody that's, you know, likely to come along that can meet those needs or be on the same page with you.
Yep.
So that's what I would do in this situation. Personally, I would just walk away. I would be, if she reached out to me, I would be polite to her and nice to her because she's already probably been through enough in her life.
Yep.
I would probably be kind and just, I personally would just decline and say, I'm not really interested right now, but you know, I think you're great and I wish you the best. And I would be, I mean, I wouldn't want to make her feel worse. She's already gone through a lot.
There's no point, right.
But I think you should kind of set a boundary and move forward if you're asking me what I would do.
And her behavior sounds driven to me. like, whatever pressure she's under from inside with being unhappy or scared or angry, whatever it is, it's just going to play out on him.
Yep. So, I know you're attracted to her, but, you can't base a romantic relationship or a commitment just based on looks.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
All right, so hopefully you found this one helpful. Of course, if you want to get my help personally, you can get it at my website, askcraig.net. Sign up for the coaching option that works best for you. I do email coaching and I do Skype. And of course, Margaret is available for Skype coaching.
If you feel that I can be helpful, please sign up.
Just click on Margaret on the top of the website to do that. But that's it for this video. I'm Coach Craig Kenneth.
I'm Coach Margaret.
And we will talk with you soon. To get my help personally, go to askcraig.net and click on Schedule Coaching and choose the option that works best for you. I do email coaching or Skype. To schedule a coaching with Margaret, click on Margaret on the top of the page and order a Skype with her. For the Knowledge Creative Healing course, click on the link at the top of the page and click Get Started Now.